Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Today is Wednesday, the 11th day of March. I should probably look at my computer for the information, shouldn't I? I don't know why I'm looking over at the calendar. It's National Funeral Director Day and Mortician Recognition Day.
Okay.
Which, you know what? That's an important job.
Yeah.
Also, National Johnny Appleseed Day. He's a real man, by the way.
I knew that.
National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day. National Promposal Day. National Worship of Tools Day. And National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. A lot of things going on today.
Yeah, there is.
And I've got a guest joining me. I've got Michael Mueller. He is the creator of a new movie called E-Listers. And I'm excited to chat with him about this because E-Listers is about extras in movies, all of the people in the background that you see all the time. And he did a whole movie featuring extras talking about that entire subculture that you don't even think of. But without them, movies would look really weird. Going to chat with him coming up in just a bit.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Study by Monash University in Australia found 50% of women are unhappy or stressed about their intimate lives.
Okay.
So 50%. That's not good.
No.
Guys, we need to step up a bit, man. Yeah, that's not a good thing at all. I've got a link to the story, by the way, if you want to share that, ladies, with your boyfriends or husbands. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A drunken North Carolina woman assaulted a federal air marshal on an airplane from Frankfurt to Virginia.
Yikes.
Threatened to stab everyone on the plane, she said, and then commit suicide. That's what she was. That was her big plan. 27-year-old Dana Gaza Mustaf was in the lavatory on a flight from Germany to Dulles on Saturday. This is actually more than last Saturday. It was a couple weeks back. I've got a stack of these stories I'm trying to get through. After returning to her seat bawling, she told a crew she reeked of alcohol, by the way, that she was flying home to see her family, falsely claiming that they had been killed in a car crash caused by a drunk driver.
Oh, boy.
She then punched the TV screen in front of her seat and says, "I'm going to stab everyone on this plane and then kill myself."
Okay.
So things did not go well after that. When they landed, she got to spend some time with the FBI. She was admitted that she had concocted the whole story. She said that she...
Wonder what the reasoning was there that she had going on.
Don't know. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Sony Pictures has revealed their first official trailer for their World War II naval action movie titled Greyhound, starring Tom Hanks. Do you want to watch that trailer? Here it is. Oh, we don't do that on here?
No, we don't do
Okay,
that.
well, I have a link to it in the show notes. Batmobile from Batman. It's always been pretty cool, but director Matt Reeves' version in the newest Batman, apparently, according to the internet, is the coolest. Reeves shared photos on Twitter. It is pretty cool. Have you seen these photos at all?
No.
I've got a link to those as well. Showing the vehicle from 3 different angles. Kind of a Mad Max vibe to the car. Plus, there's elements of the classic Batmobile that Adam West drove back in the original Batman series.
Okay.
Movie comes out June of 2021. So we got to wait a while to see this thing in action.
I'm not a huge superhero movie
I've always been a
person.
fan of Batman, though. Because here's the thing that's interesting about Batman. That could be a real story. I know it's not, but I'm saying, like if you just had buku bucks and you wanted to wanted to like dress in spandex and drive around and all, because he doesn't have superpowers. He's just a rich dude with a lot of cool toys. I always thought that was fascinating. Why don't we have some of those? You know?
Yeah.
Instead of running for president, some of these guys could have done that with their billions.
Could have.
I'm just saying, that's what I would
Probably
have
not
done.
as spry as
You never
Batman.
know. Well,
but-
that's true. Thanks for listening to Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. If you're like 75% of adults, you probably do this when you're in the shower. Wash from top to bottom. 75% do that. Does that mean 25% start at their feet and work their way up?
I don't know.
It's kind of
But
confusing to me.
I start with my
Yeah, me too. Scrub my hair first, and it's just like gravity does the work. So for those of you who start at the bottom and work your way up, if you could reach out to me and let me know why, or if that works, that's fascinating to me. Pennsylvania man said he was doing Satan's work when he attacked two people.
Oh, geez.
He also admitted to using crystal meth for a couple of days before breaking into his neighbor's home. Then he was yelling at them. He was said he was chasing a demon dog into their home on behalf of Satan. So,
Wow.
there's a bizarre
A
story.
demon dog.
That's what he said. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never seen such a thing. Thank goodness, because I don't really want to. A study says that it is absolutely does not matter to our bodies what time we eat our meals. So they're saying, when you're supposed to eat at this time and at this time and at this time. They're like, no, doesn't matter.
What matters
Doesn't
more
matter.
is what you're eating.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what time, according to this study. They're saying you do what you want to do. You do you. How's that sound? And I'm sorry, not that. Let me try this instead. Of the 10 most rented movies in the United States right now on Apple's iTunes Store, 9 were released last year. Among them is the Best Picture Oscar winner, Parasite. The word-of-mouth hit Knives. So apparently that is a word-of-mouth hit. I don't know what that means. And then Disney sequel Frozen 2. In 10th place, by the way, is a film made 9 years ago, Contagion. Contagion? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
And it's from a long time ago, but it has to do with like a virus is spreading.
Oh,
so that and
of course.
I noticed on what was the thing we were watching? Netflix. That popped up as like one of the most popular.
Okay.
Have you noticed that they have now? I think we talked about it here, so I'm sure you know. They now show which shows are the number one.
Yeah, and you pulled up a few of those, and we watched a
It
couple
was
of them.
crazy.
They were awful.
We watched 2 that were in the top 10.
They were awful.
And they weren't the greatest. But the thing that amazed me when we were watching the other day, this was like last weekend or whatever. What was that? Saturday?
Yeah.
I don't know when it was. Well, we had a couple of minutes. We watched Space Jam was in the top 10 being watched at
we
that.
did not watch it.
No, but I was confused. Why would that have been in the top 10 now? I mean, that didn't make any sense to me. So I don't know. I'm confused. Anybody know why that happened?
It's a live action / animation thing, and it's like Sonic.
It's not either. It's not. She is trying to tell
I
me
bet
that.
that's how that got on the top of everybody's. I'm not the
Sure.
only one thinking that.
Sure, that's exactly what it was. All right. Thanks for listening to your Scoop of the Day on the John and Heidi Show.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Tomorrow is a really big day for the gentleman we're going to be chatting with here because he's got a program that's like coming out tomorrow. We've got on the line right now Michael Mueller. The E-Listers, Life in the Back Lane, is premiering tomorrow. Is that right, Michael?
Yes, it's the E-Listers Life in the Back Lane. It's a feature film comedy. It's about the extraordinary and unusual lives of background extras that have a subculture within the entertainment industry.
And the thing that's interesting about this is I've had a chance to talk to some people who do that, who are extras. They're, you see them in the background of things. They don't get the glory of the guy that gets the millions of dollars to be in the front, but they're very important, because if you stripped a movie of all the people in the background, it would look really weird, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. It would. I mean, the way I always like to try to premise it to explain the importance of background is, imagine you're watching Karate Kid and he's about to do the crane kick, and then, he wins. He was the underdog, and you take all of the audience out of that scene, and you just have, like, Daniel and his mom and, and his girlfriend. Like, part of the excitement is the people cheering and yelling. So any sporting movie you've ever seen, imagine taking all the people out of the stands, and how effective would that scene really be?
It would not make nearly as much sense without all those people. So the E-Listers, where can I find this? Where can I see this starting tomorrow?
Okay, so tomorrow is our red carpet premiere. So unfortunately, only if the people in the city of Atlanta would be able to come to the premiere, unless people traveled in. But starting on the 13th, the day after, it'll be available on Amazon for digital rental or digital purchase.
Very nice. So starting this weekend, you'll be able to watch it anywhere, but if you're in Atlanta, you'd be able to see it tomorrow. That's cool. Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, so we're super excited. We have a trailer that's available online, and then we also have like a 7.5-minute sneak peek, and we've had just a really great response to both of those things. And because the background community is so much bigger than just what we have here in Atlanta, we've had, just in conversations, it's kind of spread within the subculture and community of background. So we have people all the way out in L.A. and up in New York that do background work in those places, and their biggest thing is saying how very, very close to real life we depicted it, just in the small clips that we have out there online. So I'm really excited to put it out there and have the rest of the world check it out.
I think that's really cool. Now, in addition to the E-Listers, Life in the Back Lane, you've also got a program called Morty that was a TV series that came out last year, and you're the executive producer of that. That looks like a fun program. Yeah, so it was more of a mini series. It was only we only did 4 episodes. It was to, I guess, see when you're trying to test the market to see if a show would be popular or not. So we did 4 episodes, and I think it's a really great plot and storyline. It's about a mortician who speaks to the dead as they cross over, and it's kind of like a psychology session between the two. And he thinks he's treating them, but they're actually teaching him. So it's a pretty cool dynamic. Definitely not anything anyone has seen before. That's fantastic. I'm going to throw a link to both Morty and then also all the info for the E-Listers, which is coming out this week, in our show notes. And Michael, thank you very much for taking time to chat with us. I wish you the very best on this new project. Oh, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Again, it's called the E-Listers, Life in the Back Lane. I've got a link to that and all of the information on how you can find it. If you're in the Atlanta area, you can see it tomorrow. But for most of us, it'll probably be on Friday. All of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation. My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast. Join us at the Sands. Hear amazing music from Billy Idol, Cheap Trick, Belinda Carlisle, Little River Band, The Hooters, Tesla, Howard Jones, and many more. Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV. It's the best week ever. Learn more right now at thesands.rocks. That's thesands.rocks. Fun fact for you, Heidi. What's that, John? Australian government banned the word mate for a day. Says they're probably slang for informal words, getting your nerves from time to time. According to this, it says in 2005, Australian Parliament took a few citizen complaints too seriously and banned anyone on their staff from using the word mate while at work.
Oh, just on their staff. Okay.
Fortunately, Prime Minister John Howard objected, claiming that mate was an important part of Australian culture, and the ban was overturned within 24 hours.
What would they have done even if you did use the word? Maybe it was just more of like a challenge, like there's a swear jar, you know?
Oh, yeah, they got a mate jar.
Yeah.
Clink. Throw some, I don't know what that was. It's supposed to be coins going in a clink in a mate jar. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that was today's fun fact.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline China, and good news, not about that virus thing.
Good.
In order to dodge a drunk driving checkpoint, a man in China ditched his car and ducked into a nearby restaurant, passed himself off as a cook. Police saw him go in, followed him into the restaurant where they found him in the kitchen chopping up vegetables.
I'm going to have to say this
effort,
dude
man.
was pretty smart.
Yeah.
At least he tried.
Considering he was drinking, apparently.
Yeah.
And he got in there and he's like, I'm just cutting up vegetables. Like, excuse me, you're coming with me. I'm like, I'm working here. Take Mike over there. He's not even doing anything. And they're like, my name's not Mike, and he doesn't work here. Crazy. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do, 23 years from now. Louisiana resident appeared to have maybe a new record for procrastination, Heidi. A license plate from 1997.
Okay.
And he got pulled over. Can't even make this stuff up. Police posted in the "You Can't Make This Stuff Up" portion of their Facebook page. There was a photo of a license plate from 1997. The officer said he was in disbelief. The driver's response, my life has been hectic. And he said, sorry, officer, I've been busy lately. Totally forgot to renew my vehicle registration. Then said, I will take care of it as soon as I get home. You haven't done it since 1997.
Exactly.
I could see if you were, a month beyond. I've had that happen.
Oh, yeah. Or you forget, or you have no idea that it's even
I had somebody come in one time and say, your car, that's your car out there? I'm like, yeah, your license expired. I'm like, what? Expired like 2 weeks ago. But never 23 years.
Right.
That's why it's today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by SingleStudentLoan.com. Police in a New York community said that a pistol was inadvertently fired in a Texas de Brazil restaurant at about 6 p.m. last Thursday. 19-year-old Anthony Cicerelli reached into his front pocket when he was, got the bill. He was going in to grab some money, and he pulled the trigger. The gunshot hit his girlfriend in the upper right leg.
Oh, my gosh.
Police later revealed the gun turned out to have been stolen from somewhere in the Niagara Falls area.
Oh.
Police told the news the couple left the restaurant attempting to get medical care. While on the way, he pulled into a parking lot. The girlfriend called the police. Asked for medical assistance. Officers placed a tourniquet on the leg, and it says that he was charged with first-degree reckless endangerment and criminal possession of a weapon. So,
yeah, not good, dude.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. So he's only 19 years old, and he's going to get to learn the lesson the hard way.
Follow the laws, my friend.
Yeah, don't do that. What a bad idea. Thanks for listening to today's Moment of Duh.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now, fake news or Florida? Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is this hashtag fake news made up just to trick you?
Okay.
All right, tell me, fake news or Florida? A Miami man was arrested after selling his urine at a lemonade stand. Fake news or Florida?
Gross. I'm going to say fake news.
Yeah, thank goodness, fake news. Whew. Otherwise,
Yeah.
that's a bad idea.
Nasty.
Although there was, I remember reading a story about somebody that was selling clean urine online.
Oh, yeah. People sell it.
It's like, what?
For sure.
So you could
So
turn
you
it in
can
for
pass
a drug.
your drug test.
So I could
At
believe.
most places now, they watch you
Yeah.
urinate.
Yeah, I don't. The whole thing. Just what a weird. If that is what you do for a living, what do you? I sell clean urine on the internet. I mean, dude.
Hey, you gotta have goals.
I suppose. Thanks for
Pays the
listening.
bills.
I suppose. Thanks for listening to today's Fake News or Florida.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and Heidi, I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's the headline. Dramatic video shows man rescue skier buried under snow on a remote track.
Oh, geez.
A helmet cam captured the intense moment when a skier in the French Alps rescued a 19-year-old woman who was trapped head first under a thick blanket of snow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, can you? I can't even imagine.
Oh, gosh.
Will Field, that's the guy's name, he's 23, came across a woman after he spotted her legs poking out of the snow on a rarely used, remote-used track. He rushed to her side and started working around her flailing legs to dig her out in a race against time. He said, I went down the slope and I saw these legs sticking out from under the snow.
Oh, my gosh.
She was completely stuck and could not move. She could breathe, but there's only so much oxygen under there. The buried skier was part of a group of 5 resort workers who were enjoying some downtime on the slopes. She said, I was trying to wiggle my arms, but I could not get out.
Oh my
The next thing I
gosh.
knew, Will came up and started digging. I was relieved, but I started to panic. I have no idea what I would have done if he wasn't there to help. The dramatic rescue was caught on Mr. Field's helmet camera. He told The Sun his friends suffered no major injuries.
She is so fortunate that he happened to be.
Yeah.
If it's a remote.
I don't know. It sounds like maybe those two were together because there he said his friend. So
Okay.
I don't
maybe
know.
they were coworkers together.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they
Either
were on the
way,
same hill.
yeah,
That's insane.
it's super crazy. What a story. This is one reason I don't do that. I mean, I just
Yeah.
try to steer clear of all those outdoor activities where I might get my head stuck in the snow because better be safe than sorry, Heidi.
Yeah. Exactly.
Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.